All right, so we're the Motion Palpation Club. I've got Bailey, Taylor, Nate, and Hayden behind me here. We're just gonna go through a little video here to introduce ourselves. So we are the Motion Palpation Club of Northwestern Health Sciences University. If you haven't heard already, we're probably your greatest asset in methods class for learning the material on a palpation basis, and then the adjustment setups that we go through are super effective. We're represented by an institute that is nationwide and in some of parts of Europe and Canada as well. We are backed by, as we call them, the best docs in the world. And we also host seminars, hopefully on a 3-a-year basis, trying to get that back up and going here. But if you are interested in the seminars, there is one upcoming in January. Why you should join, I think it's pretty self-explanatory in my last answer that it helps you with methods classes, number one, but it's just going to make you a better adjuster. Don't know how else to put it. So on that note, we also have, this is non-MoPal, but we also have an active release technique seminar upcoming November 5th to 8th. It's a Thursday to a Sunday, so you test out on Sunday. If anyone's interested in that, feel free to contact us. And on that note, we're just going to jump into our basic seated scan, which is our staple, our resource, our foundation of where we start and a assessment. So I've got Nate and Hayden here, and they're going to take you through it. Mm-hmm. Let's get this camera going. Where do you want to scoot it? I want to scoot it just over a bit. And then one of you guys on the end, and I can move the camera accordingly. How's that view, girls?
Looks good.
Looks good. All right, take it away, boys.
So we have a seated scan, and we're feeling for general motion of the spine. And we're going to start from bottom and work our way up. So behind your patient, you're going to find the PSISs. You can use kind of a palm contact or your fist, and you're just feeling for general motion of the PSIS. And you can go over to the left one and compare the two, see how they're moving. And then go to the base of the sacrum, so the top of it, you're going to move the patient back, push that forward, and then move the patient forward and hit the apex of the sacrum to see the general motion. And then to work your way up the spine, just starting low, and you're just feeling general motion of the spine, see if any spots are sticky, like on him. And a lot of people kind of be in the mid-back for sure. A spot that just doesn't move compared to the rest of the spine. And then if you find a sticky spot, you can take the patient into rotation and either put your, I like to use a thumb contact on a transverse process to see how it's moving. And like a spot like right there just doesn't want to move compared to the rest. So that could be a spot to further look at. And you can also laterally flex them at that same juncture to see if there's any lateral flexion restrictions on the patient. And then you can just work your way up. You can put a hand on the shoulder and head to stabilize them a little and use a pincer grip to get on the transverse process or articular pillars in the C-spine and see general motion of that. And then kind of the same thing as below. If there's a spot that's sticky, you can rotate them, overpressure the articular pillar to see if there's any restrictions. And same with the lateral flexion of bending them over and see if there's any restrictions there. Would you like to add, Hayden?
Yeah. After finishing that part of the seated scan, we'll have the same thing, same position with the patient, but we'll move into another form of general scan. So have the patient put their hands behind their head, pinch their elbows together in front of their face, and then we're going to extend them forward and just do general motion, pushing from their back forward on their spinous processes to find if we can find any sticky segments. And from there, like Nate said, you could do rotation lateral flexion, anything else.
Sweet. There you go. There's a basic seated scan.